So I believe this is one of those battle doors. So I think most of the ones in the Lockley are. There's one for Shara, I know. I think there's one for Agate. It's just I don't know if you get both of them here. It's just... Let's see. So, we don't know if, like, the third trial is the end of the chapter. It's possible you could actually get all four here. Anelace, Shara, Agate, Estelle. I'm not going to bother speculating. Let's just move forward. I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. City of Bose. Interesting. Oh, that's a surprise. Anelace. Lugrin. Is something the matter? It's not like you to walk right up to the second floor without even looking at the board and sit quietly like this. So in case you don't remember who Lugrin is, he's the receptionist of the Bose Bracer Guild. You're not feeling sick from eating too much ice cream or something, are you? Don't be silly, I'm not a kid anymore, you know? Could have fooled me. I swear that you were the one who ate 3 full scoops first thing in the morning this morning, and later had to go get some stomach medicine from Spence. Maybe my memory's playing tricks on me? Let's all pretend that never happened, okay? Besides, that was back when I was a junior bracer. That was forever ago. I learned my lesson after that, I swear. Now I never have more than 1 scoop each morning. You're not supposed to have ice cream in the morning at all, you know? No matter. So, what have you been doing up here all this time anyway? Right. Well, you see, I got a letter from my pappy who lives a long way away this morning. Really now? He's a swordsman, if I recall, isn't he? Yep, he's an instructor. He's real famous among sword practitioners, actually. Yun Kafai, of the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School. So if that name sounds familiar, he's the guy who trained Cassius and Reed. Ah, yeah, that's the one. I was familiar with the name even before meeting you, but I was quite surprised to find out you were his granddaughter. Did you used to live here in Liberal? I'm surprised you knew about that. Can't say I have any memories of when he was here, though. It's around when I was born, so how could I? That long ago, I see. So how's he doing? Well, judging by his letter, yeah, he's doing fine. I haven't had the chance to meet him in person for about a year now. Last time we had a chance to spar, I felt like he was totally babying me, even though he's like 70. He really must be skilled to be treating an active bracer that way. What's with the sudden serious face? It's nothing all that major, but I've been wondering something for a while. Why do you stay here when you can join him? Sorry, I'm lost. Well, it's just you're aiming to improve your swordsmanship, aren't you? It feels like if you have a grandfather like that, the fastest way to do that would be to go with him and polish your skills at his side. That's, well... I suppose it's not my place to be telling you what may or may not be best for you. Sorry, Anelace, you need to pay attention to an old man like me. No, that's not true at all. I really appreciate your advice, so please don't think it's not your place to give it. I can definitely see where you're coming from on this. I do have my reasons for being here and all, they're just a little difficult to explain. I do want to learn more about swordsmanship and swords in general. So in that sense, you're right about continuing to train under Pappy would be best, and would be the best and fastest course of action. But that's not all I want to do with my life. I want at least as much, if not more, to know more about what it means to be a bracer. I guess it's a case of wanting to learn more about swordsmanship as a bracer rather than as a swordsman, if that makes sense. Am I even doing a good job of explaining this? No, I think I see where you're coming from now, actually. Besides, Pappy once told me he taught me all of the technical side of swordsmanship, forms, crafts, and that kind of stuff already. Whether I can master them or not is all down to me now. So in that sense, I feel like there's no specific need for me to train under him nowadays. Of course, whether I'm really advancing in my swordsmanship is another issue entirely. I wish I could say for sure I was, but... I see. What's with the silent treatment all of a sudden? It's nothing. You're just not really one for these kinds of serious discussions, so I was impressed to see you were even capable of them. Hey, I am so capable. Besides, you were the one who kind of pushed me into talking about all this stuff first. I'm glad I did too. Anyway, getting back to the point, what did that letter even say anyway? Right. Well, surprising as it is, it says I should go and see Cassius Bright. Cassius? The one and only? Yep, that's right. Supposedly Pappy was invited by the Royal Army to be a guest instructor at some point a long time ago. That's when he trained Cassius too. So ever since, they've had this kind of student-master relationship with one another. Cassius even went on his way to go and see him 10 years ago when he decided to stop using his sword too. 10 years ago? That would put around the time when he left the army and became a bracer then. What exactly prompted him to tell you to go visit Cassius now, though? Well, I guess he only just found out that Cassius has returned to the army. So now he's wondering whether he might take this opportunity to take up the sword again. I gotcha. He wants you to go and ask for him. And let him know what he says, yeah. I see. People really do end up connected in the strangest places in the funniest ways. Tell me about it. Anyway, that being said, I kind of have a favor to ask. You want time off, I assume? Well, I'm going to say no. You've got a good cause to have it. I can even get in touch with the army and set up a meeting with Cassius if you want. Really? Really? Go along and get that truth your grandfather wants for him. But in return... In return? I want you to take care of every single one of the monster extermination requests on the board first. Every single one? Are there like 5 of them right now? Sure, but the monsters in the area will be no trouble at all for you as you are now. They'd be less of a problem if Grant were around, but I had to lend him to the guild over in Ruin, and he's still not back. You have to pick up the slack here in his place, especially if you want time off. Okay. Three days later. Leiston Fortress. Finally here. Right on time, too. Okay, let's go bug Cassius. Can I help you? Well, I'm Anelace a bracer with the guild. I've come to meet with Brigadier General Bright. I see, I believe we've been expecting you. I'll pass on that you've arrived, then. You might have to wait a little while before you can meet with the General, though, I'm afraid. But I'm right on time. Did something throw a schedule off? Something must have. I can't pretend to know much more than you do. But the General's a very busy man, so it's not at all unusual for things like this to happen. Anyway, like I said, I'll pass on that you've arrived. I'm going to have to ask you to wait out here for a while. Sure, no problem. This is taking ages. I hope the meeting isn't going to end up getting canceled or something. I really don't want to have to come all this way for nothing. I suppose if I came here with Cassius, I could at least go shopping in Gransel. They should probably be getting the new lineup of stuffed toys around now. I wonder which one I should get. Maybe the bear? Or a crocodile once in a while would be nice. Excuse me, young lady. The General can meet with you now. Really? Good day, sir. Thank you. You must be Anelace, I assume. Yes, I am. Welcome to Leiston Fortress. The General is waiting. Please follow me. Thank goodness. I seriously thought I was going to have to go home without getting to see him. I'm terribly sorry for the wait. Please follow me. You got it, sir. And here's the guy you guys have probably been chirping for. I've brought your visitor, sir. Very good. You may return to your duties. Thank you, sir. I'm really sorry about the delay there, Anelace. Don't be. I'm more thankful you took the time out of your busy schedule to speak with me at all. This is the least I can do for someone from my old line of work. It's been a while since we last met, though, hasn't it? You've become a seasoned veteran before I knew it. I'd certainly like to think I have. I can't have Estelle soar ahead of me while she's abroad, can I? This is just what rivals do. So they do. I'll be looking forward to seeing just how much stronger the two of you can become. You won't be disappointed. Getting to the point, I was pleased to hear that old Master Kafai is still in good health. I believe it was because of him that you came here today. That's right. I didn't realize you were an acquaintance of his before this. I certainly am. In short, he's the man who taught me the way of the sword. That was over 20 years ago at this point. The first time we met was when I was back at the military academy, so I studied it under him. I still remember the harsh training sessions he gave here at Leiston like they were yesterday. Really? Is there any special reason you didn't say you knew him before? You knew I was his granddaughter, didn't you? I did. By the time I first met you, I wanted to know the path of the sword. It didn't feel appropriate in my eyes to act as if I was his student in light of that. Gotcha. I haven't seen him in about 10 years, I think. He does write to me on occasion, but how is he these days? Does he still have that same old vim and vigor? Yep, he really doesn't act his age at all. Still, if you let me get right to the point, the reason I came here is to continue the discussion he had with you 10 years ago. Oh? To tell you the truth, Pappy still laments the fact that you left the path of the sword. That was why he wrote to me when he heard you returned to the army. He wondered whether you were returning to the military, mean you were also ready to pick up a sword again. So this is it. He'd like to know directly from you how you feel. I see. It's a great honor that after so many years, you still care so much about an inexperienced and utterly lacking swordsman like me. And yet I'm afraid my answer is that I still have no intention of taking up a blade again. Can I ask you why? You certainly can, but I'm not sure how to put my answer. This has always been on my mind, too. I always wonder what would prompt someone so skilled with the sword that they even gained the title Divine Blade to leave it all behind. And I don't mean to make light of your skill with a staff, or say it's inferior, nothing like that. It's just hard to wrap my head around why you did what you did. There's a little part of me that can't accept it either. Especially now that you've returned to the army. Why can't you return to being a swordsman? Unless you believe the staff is stronger than the sword after all? No, not at all. I just believe a staff to be a more fitting weapon for me as I am now. Staves are a symbol of protection, which are used more for keeping enemies at bay than cleaving through them. You say that as if all swords are good for us, conniving and killing. That's not true. I fight because I want to protect things just like you do. As a swordsman, as a bracer, and as myself. Are you telling me the swordsmanship Pappy taught me isn't going to let me do that? I'm sorry, I didn't ask for you to take your time out of your day so I can come and shout at you. But I can't accept what you're saying. Up until all of what happened here in Liberl, I never felt any doubts that swordsmanship was the right path for me. In the end, all of what happened just served to remind me of how powerless I really am. And now I feel like no matter how hard I try, I'll always be a rookie. I'll never be strong enough to do what I want to do. Now I see. Perhaps this is fate. I see Master Kafai hasn't changed one bit. He's still the same firecracker he always was. What do you mean? I'm afraid as I am now, I'm not able to answer the questions you're asking me. But I know someone who can. Planning to do out here? I really want to know who he called to. There you are. Are you all ready to begin? Indeed I am. I never expect to have to wear this uniform again, though, especially not so soon. I almost think you enjoyed messing with people. I'm not doing it to bully you. You know as well as I do your usual work clothes aren't well suited for this kind of thing. Colonel Richard? I realize this may sound a little silly coming from a man wearing this uniform, but I'm no longer a colonel, young lady. Sorry. So, Mr. Richard then? Or Alan? You can call me whatever you wish, though no need for the Mr. Meanwhile, I believe you are Anelace, a senior bracer from the guild. You know me? I'm not the former commander of the intelligence division for nothing. I know about all of the bracers of this country. I see. But how did you end up being here? Actually, Richard was who I was meeting just before I spoke with you. Really? In short, I've decided to start up a new research company as a civilian. So while I may not be part of the army anymore, I can definitely see myself continuing to need to work with it in the future. So I decided to come here in order to discuss the matter with Cassius in the hopes of maintaining a good relationship between us in the future. I get it now. Wait, it's the person you mentioned earlier. That's right. I want the two of you to fight one another. Wait a second, this is all a bit sudden, isn't it? Especially if I'm going to be fighting the famous Colonel Richard. Is that so? You don't want to know the answer to the questions you asked me earlier, then? I believe any doubts you have towards swordsmanship can only be dispelled through using it. Focus not on whether you win or lose, but on pouring all you have into the battle, and you should find the answers you seek. Alright then. I'm not sure I'll make much of an opponent, but I'll do what I can. It's not every day one has the chance to test their skills against a relative of the 8 Leaves School founder. I'm eager to see what you can do. Begin. Right. So, I really don't remember a damn thing about how this guy fights. So, 15,000 hit points was actually kind of tame compared to what we've had to put up with until now. So we have Tira and Tyrol, but no Tyr. Kind of interesting. Let's start off with a clock up EX.
Think you're clever. Die with honor.
That wasn't too bad. Main thing though is I need to make sure I get a healing spell off here. How am I for items? The Tira Bulbs that only heal 2,000. So yeah, this is gonna be a tad rough. Well, we'll get to see what her moves do exactly. Oh my god, this is... You're killing me, game. So these are the spells from the earlier games. The way they scale is based off of that. That's why Tyrol is a 6,500 heal. So let's try and follow the moves. Kinda curious if I can delay it. You can, but you do next to no damage. So you know what? don't even have any real offensive moves here. I wonder if I should use the ultimate ice cream. Well, I'll take one more hit before I do that. Okay, a little bit of good luck. Offset immediately.
Be gone!
Yeah, he knows Destructive Disc. So my speed buff has expired. Not entirely sure in retrospect it's really worth using or not. I'm gonna hit him with the Esper next turn because I guess I'm gonna fire it off right now. Just kinda hoping to hit the 200 CP mark with this left. I need to take one more hit before I use that. Should have known I'd stand no chance. I'm amazed by just how well you did fight, though. Alright, the victor is decided. Sheathe your blades. So, Anelace, how did his swordsmanship appear to you? Well, he fights using the 8-leaf school 5th form Morning Moon. He made a few changes to the standard form, but it's largely a style based around sword drawing techniques. Okay, I know it's a bit more than just technical details like that. What did you notice? One thing I realized while fighting him, Richard swings his sword as if perfectly synchronized to my breathing. The second I go on the offensive, he reacts without fail. In that sense, it feels like his swordsmanship is much more defensive than offensive, I suppose. That defensive style matches perfectly with the form he uses in combat, and the result is very natural, very powerful swordsmanship. Oh-ho. What I can't work out is why you're so focused on fighting defensively to begin with. I mean, I assume it's because you want to protect something, but what? Anelace? Yes. I wield a sword for but one single reason. The reason is to protect this country. Oh. Everyone has at least something that they wish to protect in this world. Perhaps that is a person, such as their family or loved ones. Perhaps it is a belief or ideology that they hold dear. And just as things we seek to protect are different, so too are the ways we choose to do it. In my case, the way I choose to protect what I care about just happens to perfectly suit the defensive swordsmanship you noticed. Although I can only imagine how comical it must sound to hear a criminal who threatened this nation talk about wanting to protect it. Not really. Richard, you... Please don't say anything, General. Her Majesty may have chosen to pardon me for what I did, but that doesn't make those crimes simply disappear. Still, just as your desire to protect Liberal remained even after leaving the army, I can't completely turn my back on mine. It was something I could do when I resolved that I leave the army even. It was? You see, Anelace, to me, one's position in life is just a means to an end, a way in which to achieve whatever you wish to do. I think that's true for one's choice of weapon as well, wouldn't you agree? Well, what's important isn't what weapon you choose, but what you use to... I can't even speak right now. What you use it to do. What inspires you to take it up and use it to fight? The reason I chose to put my sword aside and take up a staff is those feelings had changed. That is all. So, Anelace, any more thoughts? I should just use my sword in the way that best fits me to do what I want. That's what you're trying to say, right? Sure is. You beat me to it. You're Master Kafai's granddaughter, all right. Very quick to catch on to things. I'm just as quick at forgetting things, too. But I finally get where you're coming from. Really? I'm happy to hear that. Could I ask you to pass my answer on to Master Kafai, then? Consider it done. I'm sure he'll understand. I feel I've learned a lot today from having the opportunity to face off against you. I do hope I'll have the chance again one day. So do I. You both have to make sure you don't neglect your training, then. Of course. I wouldn't dream of getting any less than 100%. Really, it sounds that was quite the fruitful experience. Sure was. I'm guessing this was Pappy's plan all along. He knew exactly what would happen if I went to ask Cassius what I did, and that's why he asked. Must have sounded a little unsure of myself in the last letter I wrote him. I see. Like master, like pupil. Incidentally, while I hate to spring this on you before you even had a chance to settle back in, a lot of work built up while you were away. There's even a request from the mayor, too, so I need to get right on it all. If anything, you should be grateful. All this work will give you a chance to refine your skills with that new mindset of yours, won't it? That's one way of looking at it, sure. So, Pappy. Well, I bet you knew all along. It looks like Cassius has no intention of taking up the way of the sword ever again. But thanks to seeing him, I ended up being given a chance to re-examine my own swordsmanship. Up until now, I thought it was all about getting stronger or faster, things like that. But now I finally realize that what's far more important than either of those things is why you take up the sword in the first place. Your feelings. I feel like now I finally understand why I was never able to defeat you no matter how many times we fought. I might not be the best student in the world, but I'll keep giving my training all I've got. Love, Anelace. Side story, swordsmanship finished. 5,000 Mira. Ready for round 2? So in order to win this thing, you must go first. If you do not go first, you've automatically lost this. I'd like to say I'm exaggerating, but no. The reason why is this. Pay attention to my CP bar. I'm currently at 7. After on the receiving end of his S-Craft, pushed all the way up to 67. That was worth 60 CP. There's pretty much nothing that can compete with that. So right here I'm going to pop the Ultima Ice Cream. It's going to give me a little bit more CP, it's going to give me a little bit of healing. Now every time he hits me I get 15 CP, every time I hit him I also get 15. You have to watch out for a potential double turn, so you don't want to go below 4,800 hit points. 4,900, I can do it now, but it's still 50. fade a bit. And right here I need to pop Tyrol to heal. So my goal is to get back up to 200 CP, and I'm going to use my S-Craft 4 times across this fight to take him down. That was worth 15. So right here we're going to heal, because the next time he hits me I'll be at full CP. Don't waste your EP with a time spell, it's not really that good. So, True Piercing Wave. And notice he gets a double turn here because we used Craft. That's why you need to make sure your health doesn't fall below that threshold. So we're going to fire off another T-Roll. I can do 2 more, or no, 1 more. So right here we're gonna stab him. So that was worth 24 CP, or did I misread that? Anyway, crit time. This is gonna give me a little bit of healing, but more importantly some speed, so maybe I can get a double turn or something. So 94. That was worth 21. Not sure why they changed all of a sudden. So notice right here he gets a double turn, which is why I say watch your HP. As a result, we're going to lose around 4,500 health here, I want to say. So we're going to pop our final Tyrol. And I think this one's going to have to go off at 190. Nope, I'm gonna get the full amount. Unfortunately, this double turn here may kill me. So he does not get a double turn. Tira. That's my last spell. If I had 1 more EP, I could actually cast a different spell. But yeah. Oh well. So I would like to hit him at least once. I may have to gamble here to pull this off. So I need to hit him and hope that he doesn't kill me. Another double turn, so I can hit him 1 more time, and then I have to immediately S-Craft, or S-Break. So we're cashing on our 150 here, and down he goes. So she's level 90, apparently. That's 18 levels lower than where she's at now. Holy crap, I did it! Well, it looks like my skills still have a lot of room for improvement. Alright, the victor is decided. Sheath your blades. So, Anelace, how did his swordsmanship appear to you? He fights using the 8 leaves, morning moon, sword drawing techniques. More in the technical details. Swings his sword to synchronize with breathing. More defensive than offensive. protecting, yada yada yada. Crimes don't disappear. Since none of this changes, that's why I'm not really reading it. The change that's going to happen if you win is coming up in a moment. Before I inherited the way of the sword itself from you, it's only right that someone else should inherit that. What are you talking about? That's settled. Would you accept this, Anelace? The Jinu. What's this? It's a blade I've once used myself. I think it would be much happier in the hands of an active practitioner of swordsmanship than in my own at this point. Wait a second. I can possibly accept this. Surely if anyone would be taking this off you, it should be Richard. Perhaps on the surface, but how things are on the surface is not always what is most important. I thought you had just learned that fact. I'm not sure the lessons I learned earlier have anything to do with this. There's no need to think so seriously about this, Anelace. All you need to do is take up this blade and use it to do what you want to do, in the way you choose to do it. That's all anyone expects of you. To do what I want to do in the way I choose to do it. Well, if you insist, I'd be happy to accept it. I feel I've learned a lot today from having the opportunity to face off against you. I hope I'll have the chance again one day. So do I. You'll both have to make sure you don't neglect your training then. Of course. I wouldn't dream of giving it any less than 100%. So yeah, your reward for doing this is that sword, and that thing better be pretty freaking sweet after this headache. Like I said, if he goes first, you can't win, because there's no way to actually get that 60 or so CP. Like, if I never got that, I would have had like 90 CP at the end when I actually needed to finish him off, not even enough for the S-break. And then even if it did go off, it wouldn't have had enough power behind it. By the fruitful experience, Pappy's plan. A lot of work built up. Should be grateful. You knew all along. Looks like Cassius has no intention of taking up the way of the sword ever again. Thanks to seeing him, I ended up being given a chance to re-examine my own swordsmanship. That was all about getting stronger, faster, things like that. There's the Jinu. So I don't know if Anelace uses the same swords as Chloe and what's her name? Julia. But if you want to see it, 1,000. So an old blade that far eclipses anything I can possibly get. Wonder which one I'm gonna use. But anyway, with this headache out of the way, I'm going to take a break, and as such, I'm going to wrap up the video here.